theme parks. You come for the rides, you come for the immersive theming, and you come to spend time with family and friends. But sometimes you also come for the food. And let's be honest, theme park food around the world is very hit and miss. But here at Europa Park, which is one of the world's best theme parks, there are a number of culinary delights. And over the weekend, I'm going to be checking out some of the best or most interesting options here on park to see just how good the food here at Europa Park is. So for my first ever food vlog here on the channel, I'm going to check out something very special behind me, something which gets hyped without being one of the major sit-down restaurants, and that's Flamlax, which is a little stall that specialises in flame-grilled salmon. Let's go check it out. And here we see the menu. You've got the standard salmon roll, which is €8, or if you want a bowl, which comes with salad, creme fraiche and a bread roll, that is €12. I think that's what I'm going to go for because I'm quite peckish. You can see the salmon flaming there. Let's check it out. Well, here we are. It's a little bit dark here, but I have my salmon bowl, which comes with a warm bread roll as well. Load up a roll. That bread is so soft. The salmon's delicate, spicy, smoky. This is solid. Definitely recommend checking this place out. This is directly opposite Wodan in the Iceland section of the park. So if you're fancying a light bite with some salmon, come and check out Flamlax. Bamboo Bay behind me is a Thai-style Oriental restaurant which interacts with the final section of Piraten in Batavia. This is where I'm going to go and have lunch today, and this looks really nice and also really well themed. So let's go inside and check out Bombay Bay. Well, what about this for a spot to have lunch? Watching guests come by on Piraten in Batavia. We've got butterflies flapping their wings up above. We've got parrots up here too. And some really nice looking and smelling food. So I shall show you what I got. So Bamboo Boy, I think it's called Bamboo Boy, Bay, something like that anyway. It's a self-service restaurant, so I kind of got thrust this table card. So all the tables are reserved, so you give them a table card and then you go and pick your food and then you come to the table that you've been allocated. So it's not like you get walked over to your table or anything, it is all kind of done by yourself really. So I have opted for sort of curry bowls. I've got rice, I've got beef. I'm trying to show you this. I've got rice, I've got beef, red curry sauce. There's 3 toppings on there as well, which is coriander, some sort of pink onions, I think, and something else I couldn't really remember, and a red curry sauce. All looks really nice. Also got myself an Erdinger wheat beer. This stuff is lovely if you like your kind of craft beers and that sort of thing. And I'm about to find out. But I mean, the setting is absolutely wonderful. I could sit here for ages, watch guests come through in Piraten in Batavia, look all around at the wonderful setting. This is a really, really nice spot. Oh, that's awesome. Really aromatic red curry flavour. Oh, that's banging. That's really good. I'm very happy I came here. Really good. So, if you come to Europa Park, especially if you love Piraten in Batavia next door, and you want to go and soak up the theme, enjoy some really nice Oriental food, highly recommend checking out Bamboo Bay. Food Loop behind me is one of the landmark restaurants here at Europa Park. It is in fact the original roller coaster restaurant if you're familiar with the concept at Alton Towers. It does get quite busy, however it's quite early in the evening, so hopefully I can go in there and get a table. I can watch my food whiz to my table via a roller coaster track. Let's go check it out. Well, it's a very Christmassy Food Loop at the moment. Well, I've just been given my table and spot. I'm in table 6. Place 13. Right, let's see what we've got. Let's try meat and fish dishes first. So I've just placed my order. I've got a Coke and a spaghetti carbonara. My Coke has just arrived, and now it's just a case of waiting for my food to arrive down this roller coaster track. There's my dinner. Well, here we go, spaghetti carbonara. Does look a little on the greasy side, but I'll fucking give you the verdict. So Food Loop was okay. Obviously, it's all about the experience and the novelty value. The food was alright. I did find the options quite limiting, and there was a lot of items on the menu that weren't available. When you go in, they hand you a card, which is kind of got a prepaid amount of money. I think it was about 200 euros you can spend up to on that card. And then you kind of swipe it on the screen. You can go through the menu on a touch screen. Now, even though there was an English speaking option on there, many of the menu items still weren't in English, so it was quite difficult to understand what some of the things were and what some of the ingredients inside some of the options were too. But it was okay. I mean, it wasn't too expensive. I had a spaghetti carbonara and a Coke, and that came to €15.95. And then when you finished up at the end, you take the card up to the cash register, they scan it and then bill you for the cost of your meal. So it's fairly straightforward. It was okay. I'm not sure I'd go back. Like I say, the food was very mid-level. I think there's much better options here at Europa Park. But for the novelty of seeing your meal arrive on a roller coaster track, it's worth doing, I guess. And today for lunch, come and join me at Don Quixote behind me. I have no idea if that's how it's pronounced, but this is a fairly nice sit-down restaurant here in the Spanish section of the park. So let's go inside and enjoy some food. So orders here are placed via a QR code. I've just ordered a beef rump steak and a beer. Comes to about €22 all in, not too bad. If there's one minor criticism, ordering via the app meant that I couldn't specify how I wanted my steak cooked. So hopefully it doesn't come up too overdone, but we'll find out. Anyway, beer has arrived. I do enjoy an Erdinger. The Weiss beer over here in Germany is lovely. Well, steak has arrived, and a moment of truth. How's it cooked? Let's find out. Perhaps a little overdone for me, but not too bad. Let's tuck in. Don Quixote behind me there is an affordable sit-down meal here in the Spanish section of Europa Park. I paid €24 there all in for a steak meal along with a beer and a tip as well. I don't think that's too bad. It was pretty good value, pretty good standard of food as well. It is obviously table service, so you will pay a little bit more for that. And overall, I think this is one of the nicer places to eat here at the resort if you are looking for a slightly higher standard of food. It's not every theme park you can go to and actually sit down and have a steak at lunchtime, so that on itself is quite a good novelty. And yeah, I really enjoyed that meal, so I highly recommend checking this out if you're over at this part of the park. Now, being just one man, I couldn't visit all of the food places here at Europa Park, so here's a quick breakdown of some of the other options, and then this evening we shall check out somewhere new and fresh. I'm going to be concluding my culinary tour of Europa Park here at Restaurant Spices behind me. Over the winter season here, they've been having an exclusive Hawaiian themed menu. So I'm going to go inside and explore their options. I love the whole wooden bamboo aesthetic. It's really nice in here, isn't it? So I'm here in Restaurant Spices. I ordered a sort of beef curry dish. If you can see there was, I think, some crossed wires with communication, the language barrier kicking in there, because I did order something different to that, but I'm not really sure what happened, but it looks decent anyway. Also got a bottle of still water, and that has come to €18 all in, so give it a taste. Yeah, that's pretty good. Anyway, I'll tuck in. I'll give you the verdict after. So, meal finished, and that was pretty decent. I would say that if you're looking for a sort of curry type meal, then the food and atmosphere over at Bombay Bay, which I ate at yesterday, was superior to here. However, this is a restaurant that I believe cycles its offerings, so at different times in the year you'll have different kind of cuisines and things on offer. Right now it's Hawaiian, but that could change when you visit the park, so definitely worth giving it a look and seeing what they've got. But for €18, I don't think that's too bad for a fairly filling meal. So I finished my meal there at Restaurant Spices. They actually closed the restaurant at the time when I'd finished. It was a bit tricky finding the exit, and the staff were actually a little bit rude, which was surprising. All I wanted to do was leave the restaurant, but there we go. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there for this sort of culinary guide of Europa Park. There's some amazing places to eat here, some sort of mid-level too, and overall, sort of a lot of the prices are pretty good when you consider sort of the average price of theme park food around the world. So, well worth checking out. And if you'd like to watch the 2-day vlog from Europa Park, that is up on the channel and up on the screen now. Cool, cheers, see you next time.